So cute. It's working out in that family. But let's talk about this. How do you know if your family is ready to get a dog? It is a big choice. And, you know, if you've got a family with young kids, like so many of the folks in our audience, you might want to think twice about it. Because when you get a dog, how much work are we talking about when you get a new dog, like a puppy?
Huge amounts of, this is really important. I'm glad you say that, because you don't want to underestimate the number of hours it's going to take. If you can't afford, say, a dog walker, somebody to come in to actually walk your dog, then you're going to have to be willing to commit to getting your dog out every single day, rain or shine.
Is it once a day?
Oh, at least. At least.
So there's some dogs that only need to be walked once a day?
Well, yeah, I mean, I would say they need to have a good, long, solid run for at least probably an hour every day, depending on the breed, right? Depending on the breed.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, your puppies need to get out and see the world, and it takes a lot of time, and it's hard to juggle kids and dogs.
Yeah, and you know, Tracy, I know this because as a nanny, I would say probably 3 out of 5 families, I was the nanny to the dog also. Kids went off to school, I was the one that did the poop and scoop and took the dog for a walk, and I think my partner Frank, he would love a dog, but he just doesn't understand exactly how much work is involved, and I don't think our lifestyle really suits having a dog.
Yeah,
he can't get out of bed at 9 o'clock in the morning, and yet he wants a dog. Who's going to get up at 6 when the dog's barking, go pee? You know?
You've got to be realistic.
Too, you've got to really make sure that you teach your kids the difference between, you know, does the dog enjoy what you're doing, or is the dog just tolerating what you're doing?
How do you know?
And those are two very different things. Stress, dogs give off signs of stress that parents just don't know how to recognize. And they say, my dog bit my kid out of nowhere. That almost never happens.
Okay. Very interesting. So you've got to consider, you know, if you have kids or if you don't have kids, if you have health problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you be mobile? Do you vacation often? What are your hours like at work? All of these things have to come up. And also, don't you have to sleep train your dogs?
Well, you have to train them for sure in the beginning when you've got a new puppy.
Yeah, well, I'll be calling you because I can do the babies, but the dog, I don't know about that.
That's a lot of, to me, that, like when my friends told me they got a dog and they were up all night, I said, what do you mean you were up all night? It's a dog, not a baby.
Well, you know what,
and they said it's the same. That scared me because I don't want to not sleep anymore. That's crucial. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for the tips. Everyone